For the love of the three.
From the side! Circle around!
Aid me! I need healing.
You look like you can handle yourself. You have to help me. The other guards went after the raiders, but one of those dwarven things wounded me.
What a mess. We were attacked on the way to Narcissus. Dres raiders with dwarven machines came out of nowhere. They took our cargo crates, and one of the Dres leaders even took the manifest, as if he could use it.
I don't want any more of my carriers hurt, but I must recover the manifest and at least part of the cargo. The house noble who...
Here.
It hurts. Oh, how it hurts.
We never had a chance.
Say, I'm good at this. Say.
You're back. Any luck finding my cargo? This is very nearly everything. I can't believe it. My employer might even be lenient. You saved me. You didn't have to help, but you did. Thank you.
Can anybody help me?
You're back. This is...
From the sides!
Matthias Morel is now following. Matthias Adrian Jimenez is now following.
Hey, over here. Hey there, good looking. If you're eager for an adventure, I have just the thing. That part comes later. The darling Valencia has disappeared. So, that takes... People in my line of work tend to acquire various contacts. I put the word out and finally got one of mine to bite. I'm off to meet up with Taraska now. So, want to help me find Valencia and talk to my contact? You'll be paid, naturally. Here's the location where my contact Taraska wants to meet. I hired a wagon to take us there. Hope you don't mind being in close quarters for a bit, my good-looking friend. Valencia crafted them from a master medallion. Lady Arabelle says they're crucial to the success of our mission, but I stopped listening when I realized they weren't worth any gold. They're invitations of some sort, but she didn't tell me what for. Not really. My first job for Lady Arabelle was to track down the master medallion, the template used to make the others. I don't know the finer details, or care to. I was supposed to get the medallions from Valencia, but they were missing too. I asked the same thing. Lady Arabelle said, and I quote, "Don't be foolish, dear." She really knows how to wound with her words. Valesia's a gorgeous young wizard making a name for herself in the Mages Guild. I've only met her twice, but she's wild for me. She probably stays up every night dreaming of this handsome face. I have that effect on people, you know. Exactly. First at one of those stuffy Society of the Steadfast events that Lady Arabelle forced me to attend. And then I saw her again after I recovered the Master Medallion and delivered it to her workshop. All that matters is that we find her. It's some philanthropic organization that Lady Arabelle works for. They provide aid to those displaced or wounded by the ongoing war in Cyrodiil, among other charitable works. Now, can we go find Valencia, please?
Vanessa Turin liked the stream.
I've been waiting for this my entire life.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Me too, Lena. I want to learn how to unleash my inner powers.
But before we unleash, we must learn to control.
Of course, Hadma. Whatever you say, Hadma.
Domination and enslavement of us all. God of schemes, the Prince of Pain, the Captain of Corruption, tills the land of Tamriel, and sows the seeds of destruction. The flame now is nigh, the flame now is nigh, our world will
remember the last time things were this hectic.
We have to register to enter the city.
Blade. Remove the blade. Dad. damn enchanted blade. I'll need to figure out how they were able to use it to trap me. But first, we need to talk. I sense you carry the pendant I gave my mortal servant. Yes, you are the one I instructed her to find and send to me. If only you had arrived but a few moments earlier, you wouldn't have had to pull that blade from my chest. Must I say it? That the great and powerful Lyrinth had a lapse in judgment? That she failed to examine her surroundings before she opened the portal to her hidden lair? Very well. I erred, ever so slightly, and the waking flame took advantage. The Order of the Waking Flame, to be precise. Followers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Prince of Destruction. 2 of the cultists followed me into the portal and surprised me. I wounded one, but the other incapacitated me with that enchanted blade. Quite the opposite. The blade carries a unique enchantment I've never encountered before. It paralyzed me. Gave them the time they needed to portal in others and ransack the place. Quickly, check my coffer. Make sure the velvet pouch is still safe. It's what the velvet pouch contains that matters. I'm still attempting to ascertain its purpose, but since the Dagonists want it, it must be important. My coffer rests on the nearby pedestal. Check on it while I examine this accursed blade. Why do mortals insist on receiving every detail, no matter how insignificant or profound, before they accomplish the task at hand? Apocalyptic. Dremora are difficult to kill, and that's doubly true where I'm concerned. Besides, we don't actually die, not as mortals do. Our essence simply returns to oblivion, and we are reconstituted. How long that takes varies. The blade was more prudent. The Dagonists went to great lengths to forge a blade capable of trapping a Dremora inside its incapacitated body. Instead of simply slaying this form and risking I would return too quickly, they chose to entrap me. I need to study the magic to be sure, but I don't think so. An enchantment of that magnitude is complex and requires a multitude of resources. I doubt they have other such blades just lying around and ready to use. I will be more cautious, however. Mehrunes Dagon is a powerful Daedric prince, ruler of the Deadlands and the so-called god of disaster and revolution. His mortal followers call themselves the Order of the Waking Flame. They are his devoted servants here on Nirn. Dremora are difficult to kill, and that's It's gone, isn't it? Search the rest of my lair. Find the cultist I wounded before the blade brought me low. I delivered a killing blow. Surprised he made it this far before collapsing. Search the body and retrieve my stolen item. Show me what you found, mortal. Well, little mortal? Did you recover the item that maggot stole from my coffer? Was it? Let me see that. This letter names the maggot I killed. Devastator Rulin. And it mentions Greenshade. I wonder what they're doing in that miserable place. Indeed, my relic. When I learned that the cult wanted it, I decided to acquire it before they could. I covered my tracks, but apparently not well enough. There isn't much to tell. I have yet to determine the relic's purpose or function. I was just preparing to study it when the cult invaded my lair. No matter. The letter tells us where to find the Dagonists. I'll open a portal. I shall never get used to Nern's smell. Come, mortal. We have plans to discuss. So much greenery and animal life. How do you mortals stand it? Never mind. Rhetorical question. Let us go deal with the Dagonists and retrieve the relic they took from my lair. The note you discovered contains the answer. Where umbrage creeps. It can only refer to one place in this region. Shadows Crawl. I have no doubt we'll find the Dagonists near there. The Dagonists use portal magic. I can smell its residue on the air. The pendant that Rogatina gave you. It can be used to follow traces of portal magic in the area. Right here. Simply use the pendant and follow the trail of the residual magic. Then use it again once the trail turns cold. We must retrieve the relic they stole from me. I shall pursue my own investigation and meet you once we locate the cultists.
How did she overcome the blade?
Never mind that. Get in and I'll close the portal.
I don't think so. A simple spell will keep the portal open. Mortal, this way. A cave? I expected the cults to have better teeth. I expected Dagon's bootlickers to have grander accommodations than a simple cave. Look around and find my relic, mortal. I assume this cave serves as a base for the Waking Flame. Not very impressive, truth be told. Come, let us find whatever hole those cultists used to store their valuables. I want the relic back in my possession before the next clan fear cause. Search the area. Leave no stone unturned. We must retrieve the relic they stole from me. I hear voices up ahead. It must be the cultists. Agonists. No better than stage rats hiding in the bowels of these caves.
Almost done here. Then on to oblivion to see the catalyst in action.
But you're more. Coming here was a mistake, Liren. Master is relentless, you fool!
Finally! Search the camp and find my relic, little mortal. Curious drawings. Definitely mechanical. But what was that about transforming Daedra? Intriguing. Well done, mortal. You found my relic. Give it to me. So this Sister Seldina wants my relic. And she provided directions on how to use it. Interesting. A letter that conveniently lays out the cult's plans, schematics for some strange device, and my relic. Not bad for a day's labor. These items tell me much about what the Dagonists are up to. That this Sister Seldina had the audacity to order the cultists to steal my relic. And she gave them the damn blade that incapacitated me. She calls the relic a portal key. Claims it leads to some sort of base in Oblivion. Yes, from which they plan to unleash disasters upon your world. I suspect it has something to do with these schematics. A diagram for some sort of device they call the Cataclysm. It has some purpose regarding Daedric transformation. Intriguing. My minion had better have completed the preparations I assigned her.
Mistress, the adventurer approaches.
We got lucky, little mortal. The letter we found indicated that Sister Seldina wanted the portal key brought to her after the cultists recovered it. For whatever reason, that didn't happen. Perhaps they were waiting for Devastator Rulin to return. Yes, and whose corpse now rests before us. He will serve my purposes well, I think. Time enough for that later. For now, take this.
Maria Eugenia
I understand
is
that
now
your
following.
kind expect such treats after performing clever tricks for your betters. Questions about the Order of the Waking Flame still linger, little mortal. Opposed to your present existence hasn't abated. We can still help each other if you are willing. Before we make use of the portal key, we must complete our own preparations. Then we can find the cult's base in Oblivion and determine their plans for the Cataclysm. You must acquire the root of a fluster fume plant and a tincture of befuddlement. The relic opens a portal to Oblivion, most likely the Deadlands. Regardless, we can't just stroll in and expect them to reveal their plans. I'll use those items to create a potion to fool them. It will make you appear to be the corpse lying here. Fluster fume plants grow nearby, southeast in the caves of Camp Bushnitbar. As for the tincture of befuddlement, I believe Orion the alchemist may have one at the outpost south of Bramblebreach. Return here when you have acquired both. No, it will make you look like the dead cultist when he was still among the living. That's the intent, anyway. I am not much of an alchemist, but I believe I can make this work. Mortal flesh is much more malleable than you would imagine. A little-known plant, the fluster fume has a wide variety of alchemical applications. For our purposes, the root will suffice. That's where all the confusion-inspiring properties congregate. It will help muddle the minds of those you encounter. Consider it an enhancement for the potion I'll create. A strengthening agent, if you will. It provides the necessary layer of bewilderment that will reinforce your disguise. An alchemist I know has a supply. Orion. You can find her at the outpost south of Bramble Beach. Tell her the tincture is from me, and give her some of those yellow rocks you mortals are so fond of. Then return back to me.
You heard the Dread Lady? Get on with your mission. I'm right. Exactly. I ask myself that. Well, not by responding to a notice on a job board, if that's what you're asking. My brother and I sought knowledge, a higher purpose. When Lyranth appeared to us and demanded we tell her where to find a sweet roll, we knew we'd found our calling. How else would you refer to it? Lyranth summoned me and I responded. Now I hear her words and share them with the world. Well, clandestinely. Some people don't respond well to outright worship of Daedric entities.
Hello there.
I understand. This place is nice, but it's not a home. It feels like I'm hiding down here. People like us, we need powerful friends if we're gonna make it in this world. Don't play coy. I see it in your eyes. You've killed people. Or you will. You've got the same urges as I do. Just between us, I hear the Dark Brotherhood is recruiting for some new blood. I'm gonna try my best to get their attention. You never heard of Tamriel's most elite guild of assassins? Rumor has it that if you take an innocent life and they notice, they'll offer you a place in the Dark Brotherhood. There, killers are free to pursue their true passion. Think about it. Word of advice. Urges aside, the Dark Brotherhood prefers to keep a low profile. Just remember, kill an innocent, get noticed. My sources say they're recruiting in Anvil on the Gold Coast. I'll be at the docks there if you want to talk some more. I don't want you to do anything. I'm just providing information. Letting you know that new opportunities are available if you're willing to spill a little blood. Don't take my willingness to help out as a sign or anything. I recognized a kindred spirit and suggested a way to satisfy your darkest urges. They'll get you killed. No need to be all insulting about it. Just remember that I understand. That mask you wear every day, the one you're desperately afraid is going to slip one day, you could throw that mask away in the Brotherhood. They want you for who you really are.